How's everyone doing? Good evening, and welcome to your quarterly report. I'm Ryan Consul.
And I'm Mike Borko. Here are tonight's top stories. Well, it's been almost 1 month since Donald Trump took office as the 47th President of the United States, and I know exactly what you're all thinking. At least Taylor Swift isn't performing at the Super Bowl halftime. That honor goes to America's sweetheart and Gen Z's Chris Hansen and Kendrick Lamar. Many people were up in arms over this choice, saying that the honor should have gone to New Orleans native Lil Wayne, but unfortunately, Wayne caused Lamar's carry-on to go over the weight allowance.
Tomorrow is Super Bowl 59, in which the Eagles will face off against the Chiefs in New Orleans. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes says he's ready for anything the Eagles might throw at him in the Super Bowl, but unfortunately, he was not counting on bricks.
The Eagles punched their ticket to Super Bowl 59 by defeating the Washington Commanders 55-23, with Washington putting up one of their worst defensive performances since January 6th.
Former President Joe Biden has reportedly signed with Hollywood talent agency CAA in an interesting move for his post-presidency career. Apparently, he is gearing up for his one-man show of Cats.
Yes!
Big Cats crowd. In a disturbing new trend, college men are lodging nicotine pouches such as Zins in their foreskin in order to achieve a buzz, or as the kids are calling it, rushing UTI.
A Minnesota senator wants to make it legal to eat beavers again.
No.
Interestingly, he is now polling very well among lesbian voters.
I don't get it.
I don't know about it either.
An Alabama family has earned free donuts for a year after their daughter was born in the parking lot of a Krispy Kreme. And honestly, this is great to know, because now if I have kids, I'll make sure they're born in the parking lot of a Curaleaf.
Scientists have called out Punxsutawney Phil, the beloved Groundhog Day, I know, the beloved Groundhog Day mascot, saying that the groundhog's winter predictions have only been 35% accurate.
Cancel him.
Exactly. In other news, the beloved Groundhog Day mascot, Punxsutawney Phil, is now wanted for orchestrating the murder of over a dozen U.S. scientists who fought against him. Phil was quoted as saying, 6 more weeks of winter for them.
Hey!
Tilted Towers. The real news, folks. Tilted Towers returned to the Fortnite Island with the recent launch of Chapter OG Season 2. On the day of the launch, the game reported over 44 million players, which was an all-time high. Also at an all-time high, the age of male virginity loss.
Germany held its national deer... Yep. Some of you are ahead of me. Germany held its national deer calling championship this week, where hunters have to blow into these giant tubes to imitate mating calls, which is exactly the kind of competition you don't want to enter if your friends know how to use Photoshop.
A car parked on Kelly Drive rolled into the Schuylkill River while a couple in the back seat was engaging in, quote, sexual activity. And it's like my grandma always said, never fuck in a car when you're perpendicular to a river. And on that note, it's almost Valentine's Day, and a study by Drexel University found that women are more receptive to romance after eating a large meal. Here to comment is a woman who just ate a large meal.
Hi, sorry I'm late. I'm still digesting.
No worries. So where'd you go for food?
Outback Steakhouse.
Sounds romantic. So, this study suggests that women are more receptive to romance after eating a big meal. Do you think there's any truth to that?
Oh, absolutely. I just had an entire blooming onion, and let's just say my onion is blooming.
Crikey. What do you think it is about being full that makes you so much more receptive to romance?
Well, when you're full, you're happy. And when you're happy, you make bad decisions, like texting your ex, or hooking up with your waiter in the handicapped bathroom while shoveling grilled shrimp into your mouth.
Again, sounds romantic.
Oh, it was. Oh. Sorry, a little love got out. Room for more, though. Do you mind?
Please, go ahead. Wait, I thought you said you went to Outback. Where did you get McDonald's?
I just stopped on the way here.
Take your time. Or, you need somewhere you need to be?
We got Illuminati Twilight. I've got a little menage a trois lined up after this. Felt like I should pregame it.
You're pre-gaming a threesome?
Well, if I'm gonna be getting my quarters pounded all night, I'm gonna need some sustenance.
Right. Well, you know, like I said, Valentine's Day is coming up, so before you go, do you have any advice for, places guys could take their girlfriends out to eat on Valentine's Day?
No. You shouldn't take her out to eat. You should stay in and cook for her. Girls love breakfast in bed. But you know what they love even more? Breakfast in bed.
I'm not sure I follow.
I mean, bringing food into the bedroom, you Mormon.
Cool. Okay, what foods would you recommend?
Well, you've got the favorites like chocolate or whipped cream, but my personal favorite is huevos rancheros.
I don't know, that sounds pretty messy.
Well, it's about getting dirty. So roll me up in the sheets like a taquito and take a bite, you schoolgirl.
A woman who just ate a large meal
Pennsylvania State Police are searching for thieves who stole 100,000 eggs from the back of a trailer. Apparently there's a major search underway, including all of the king's horses and all of the king's...
Human slip and slide, Sean Diddy Combs. And professional eyebrow model, Luigi Mangione. Relax. Are both being housed in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center. Wow, Luigi and Diddy in the same room? Talk about Super Smash Bros.
Oh my God!
Mitch McConnell, seen here after a group of gnomes stole his teeth, has been slow to warm up to the new Trump presidency. The two have had a history of feuding, with McConnell in the past calling Trump a, quote, sleazeball, and Trump calling McConnell a, quote, unsmiling hack, which, again, makes sense considering that group of gnomes stole his teeth. But furthermore, McConnell's seen in a wheelchair. This is true. You've seen in a wheelchair after falling multiple times at the Capitol in one day. But in his defense, the second fall was because AOC pushed him.
In other political news, RFK Jr. seen here trying to communicate with the worm in his mouth. Set to take over as the government's Secretary of Health and Human Services. And although not officially appointed, RFK has already released an updated food pyramid, including raw meat, psychedelics, and whale meat.
Raw milk, raw cheese.
In other RFK news, a letter signed in support for RFK Jr.'s confirmation reportedly included signatures of doctors with suspended or revoked licenses. Also among the list of signatures was Dr. Pepper, written in red crayon.
2 men were found dead in Washington's Cascade Mountains after a Bigfoot hunting trip gone wrong. It was reported that the men died of exposure, which just now realizing means they died from the weather and not from looking at Bigfoot's massive hog. Moving on, Popeyes and Don Julio have collaborated to create a tequila-flavored chicken sandwich. Perfect for those who want to fight their toilet and their parole officer in the same night. And in other fat news, Subway is releasing a foot-long Oreo cookie. Perfect for those who want something long, dark, and creamy, as opposed to the usual Subway order of short, white, and a pedophile.
And now we turn to the economy. The most recent reports show that our national debt has reached new ludicrous heights. Current estimates put our numbers at $36 trillion.
Crikey. We've invited 2 top economists onto the quarterly report to discuss this growing crisis, and here they come now.
Whoa, what's going on here?
Destroy the machines! Destroy the machines!
I'm sorry, who are you?
Look, Mike, we don't have much time. Get in the time vortex and I'll explain on the way.
I'm sorry, time vortex?
Wait, I thought we invited economists.
You don't get it, do you?
I'm you.
And I'm you.
From the
future!
Breaking news from the year 2098. A swarm of Orgobots have completely overrun the city of Philadelphia. Citizens live in constant fear of being eaten and consumed by feeder-class androids.
They put a bomb up William Penn's ass!
Get in the time vortex!
Okay, no, we're not going to be doing any of this
Yo,
nonsense.
what in God's name are you 2 talking about?
我喜欢大屁股辣你.
What?
Does that mean anything to you at all?
No.
It will soon.
Okay, I'm sorry, why are you 2 here?
I'm putting together a ragtag team to stop the Orgobots. We're gonna drive them back, destroy the Mother Core, and end this once and for all. Only then will humanity be saved from the cold grip of metal. We figured the best 2 people to help our operation are ourselves. You coming? Or?
I'm Asian in the future?
Is that a problem?
No! I was just curious.
They outlawed being white in the future.
But I'm not white, I'm Italian.
Doesn't matter to an Orcobot.
I jumped out of the White Sucker facility before they could get to me.
Yeah, quick question about that actually. How come I'm all ambiguous?
You're gonna have a lot of questions about your identity real soon.
Like how soon?
Let's just say that when I jumped out of the White Sucker facility, I landed in the Ambiguifier facility. And I didn't jump out of that one.
Shut up. Get something.
What?
Breaking news from the year 2098. Warrior class Orcobots have just destroyed Spain.
Oh God! Get in the time vortex!
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm alright actually.
Fine. Don't come crying to me when you get blown to death by some Orcobots. You and your whole family. Just remember, you did this to yourself. Come on, Ryan, we gotta go.
Roger.